Hello students, welcome to English class by Indu Minhas. Today I will discuss with you poem The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes. In this poem, the poet takes us to the beautiful world of nature and introduces to us certain phenomena of this world. And the present poem setting is in the autumn season. The poet explains how a still and silent laburnum tree becomes exuberant and full of life with the entrance of small singing bird goldfinch. This bird has come to the tree to feed its young ones in the nest. Goldfinch, it is a yellow colored bird found in most parts of North America and few parts of India as well. This bird makes its nest in the uppermost part of the laburnum tree for the safety of its young ones. In the present poem, the poet has made beautiful use of exotic sound words and movement words, sound words like chittering, chirp, tremor, and trilling, etc. Movement words like launches away, flirts out, starts up, etc. And the dominating color in the poem is yellow, as is of the bird, leaves, and flowers, and even the sunlight has been described yellow. So here we go with the first stanza. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp. So here the poet is saying the laburnum top is silent. The tree is standing silent, quite still. What is the meaning of still? Motionless. The tree is standing motionless. There is no activity over there. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight. It is afternoon time in the month of September, and a golden yellow sunlight is scattered everywhere. Yellow September sunlight. Here we can use the see the use of poetic device alliteration because the two consecutive words have been started with the same letter S. September sunlight, and this poetic device is called alliteration, and poets use this device to produce a beautiful sound effect in the poetry. So it is the month of September, so it means it is the autumn season. A few leaves yellowing. The few leaves left, they have turned yellow, and all its seeds fallen. So all the seeds have fallen. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp. What is the meaning of twitching? A sudden jerky movement. Till the goldfinch comes. So all this silence, all this peace is broken with the arrival of mother bird goldfinch, and who makes a jerky chirping sound from the branch end and sits over there. So here we start with the next stanza. A suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. So, coming to the first line, a suddenness, a startlement. Suddenness means all of a sudden, startlement, surprise. So, the mother's arrival creates a sudden stir and noise that startles the peace that is spread everywhere, and she is sitting at a branch end. And in the next few lines, the poet wants to explain that the mother bird is extremely concerned for her young ones. She is very watchful, and the bird and its movement has been compared to that of lizard. Okay, and this poetic device is called simile. Okay, where to compare the bird's movement, it has been compared to that of lizard's movement to show its alertness in its movement. Okay, then sleek as a lizard and alert, abrupt, alert, watchful, abrupt, very swift. Here we can also see the use of alliteration. Alert and abrupt both are starting with the same consonant letter A. Okay, then sleek as a lizard, she is having a smooth and glossy body like that of a lizard. She is very watchful, she is very swift, and very swiftly she enters the thickness. She enters into the thick mass of leaves and twigs, and a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. After watching their mother, the young ones started making noise, chattering noise, tremor of wings. They flutter their wings, trilling, confused noise. Means the young ones started making confused noise. They started fluttering their wings on seeing their mother. It sounds like a machine has started up in the tree on the arrival of the mother. So here we start with the next few lines. It is the engine of her family. She stocks it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. So, with the arrival of the mother bird, the young ones are very happy, they are making noise, and the whole tree is vibrating with excitement. So, it is the engine of her family. So, here the poet has made a comparison by using the poetic device metaphor. Okay, the young ones and the noise produced by them has been compared to an engine. Okay, so it is the engine of her family. She stocks it full. What is the meaning of stocks? To give fuel or to feed. Okay, so she gives fuel to this engine in the form of the food, in the form of her arrival, and makes them happy. She stocks it full, then flirts out to a branch end. Then she flies away to the branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Her face could be seen having black colored stripes on it that looked like a mask on her face and that served the purpose of identification mark for the bird. Okay, so here the poet has also used another poetic device, that is enjambment. Okay, so after the family she stocks it full, there is a comma, but after that there is no punctuation mask. So that is called enjambment. That is called enjambment, which means continuation of a sentence without a pause or punctuation marks. Okay, so here we go with the last few lines of the poem. Then, with eerie, delicate whistle chirp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Then, with eerie, what is the meaning of eerie? Strange. Whistle chirp whispering. Okay, this is a sound word. Okay, so poet has made at many places use of sound words, and this device is called onomatopoeia. Okay, this here is the use of whistle chirp whispering, example of onomatopoeia, and other use were trillings, chitterings, and chirp. Okay, so then with airy, delicate whistle chirp whispering, she launches away, she flies away. So the sparrow flies away by making a strange, soft whistling sound after feeding her young ones towards the infinite. Infinite means limitless sky. So she flies away towards the limitless sky, and the laburnum subsides to empty. And once again, the laburnum tree calms down to emptiness. Okay, so this was your beautiful poem with many beautiful poetic devices. Thank you.